I told 47 jokes in 45 minutes while my best friend bled out under a car. When I was 7 years old, my dad died, and I told a knock-knock joke at his funeral because I didn't know what else to do. It's been my coping mechanism ever since. Stress hits, and the jokes pour out of me like a reflex I can't control. Not good jokes either, but the worst jokes you've ever heard. Teachers have sent me to the principal's office over it. I got suspended once because my teacher's mom died, and when she came back, I said, "Sorry for your loss. I guess you could say she's in a grave situation now." I don't know why I said it. It just came out. She cried, and I got sent home for 3 days. My mom took me to 3 different therapists to try to fix me. One said it was a trauma response, one said it was avoidance behavior, and the third gave up after I made a joke about her divorce during our session. My first girlfriend dumped me because she was having a panic attack about college applications, and I said, "Babe, I know you're stressed, but you're definitely going to be accepted for who you are." She blocked me on everything and told the whole school I was a psychopath. Coach benched me for an entire season because we lost the championship by 2 points, and while everyone was crying, I said, "Well, at least we didn't win any enemies tonight." My mom sat me down after that and begged me to stop. "You're ruining your life with this. You've lost friends, girlfriends, opportunities. Please just be normal for once." I tried so hard, but when the stress hits, it's like a dam breaking and the jokes flood out whether I want them to or not. My best friend Kendrick was the only person who ever stuck around. We've been inseparable since 3rd grade when he punched a kid who called me funeral boy. He thinks my jokes are the worst things he's ever heard, but he defends me anyway. That's just how he deals with stuff. Leave him alone. We did everything together, including working on this old car his grandpa left him. Kendrick spent every weekend underneath it while I handed him tools and told jokes, and he threw wrenches at my head. What do you call a car that won't start? A car piece. I'm going to kill you. What does a car wear to stay warm? A car digan. Throw me the socket wrench so I can hit you with it. We were in his driveway last month working on the car while his parents were out of town. Kendrick was under the chassis, and I was holding the flashlight when I heard a metal grinding sound. The jack slipped and the car dropped, and Kendrick screamed like I've never heard anyone scream before. I scrambled around to see him pinned from the waist down with blood spreading across the concrete. I tried to lift the car and it wouldn't budge. Kendrick's parents were gone and my phone was inside, and I couldn't leave him to go get help. I screamed for the neighbors, but nobody came. Kendrick was breathing fast and going pale, and his eyes were starting to flutter. Hey, stay awake. Look at me. It hurts so bad. I'm so tired." He was going into shock and I didn't know what to do, and then my mouth opened. "Hey, Kendrick, what do you call a car that falls on you?" His eyes snapped open. "Are you serious right now?" A crushing disappointment. "I'm literally dying and you're telling jokes? What's a car's favorite meal?" "Break fast." "I hate you. I hate you more than I've ever hated anyone. Why did the car apply for a job? It wanted to quit being so exhausted. Please stop. I'm begging you." But his eyes were open and he was angry instead of fading, so I kept going. "What do you call a car having an emotional breakdown? A total wreck. I will haunt you. I will die just to haunt you. You can't die. You still owe me $20. He was laughing and crying and screaming at me all at the same time. Every time his eyes started to close, I hit him with another one. "Why did the car see a therapist? Too many breakdowns. What kind of car does a sheep drive? A Lamborghini?" That one wasn't even about the situation. "What do you call a car with no tires?" "Literally your car right now. I'm going to kill you." 45 minutes of the worst jokes I've ever told, until finally a neighbor pulled into their driveway and saw us. She called 911 and helped me lift the car just enough to slide him out. I rode in the ambulance still telling jokes because I couldn't stop. The doctor came out 3 hours later and told me Kendrick lost a lot of blood. He said if Kendrick had lost consciousness, his blood pressure would have dropped and he would have bled out before help arrived. The only reason he stayed awake was because he was so furious about the jokes. His rage literally kept him alive. Kendrick has a permanent limp now, and a scar that runs from his hip to his knee. The first thing he said when he woke up from surgery was, "If you ever tell me another joke, I'll throw myself under another car." The second thing he said was, "Thank you."